know you're not supposed to be up and around.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of the Pair Theory podcast. With me, as always, Mr. Craig Youngblood in the house tonight. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to you, Craig. We were together on New Year's, but Happy New Year anyway.
Yes, we were.
How you been, my friend? How are things?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, just working and getting ready for this cold.
Are you rocking a Dixon right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, man. Your studio's in your garage, so it's a little cold in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to come down like a madman this week. We're supposed to have like all hell is supposed to be breaking loose. Like, as far as they say. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think people are just making it out to be, way worse than what it's going to be. Like, I don't see it.
I've heard anywhere from 4 to 8 to 10 inches. Like, I don't think they know what it's the only job you can be wrong 100% of the time and still get paid.
Right? Dude, I want this job.
What I should have done, I was telling someone at work that today, I could just stand and be like, it might or might not rain. Fuck it.
It sounds like Trump. He's like, it might be huge, might be small. I don't know what's going to happen. It might be big, might be little. Don't know. Yeah. But something's going to happen in between. Maybe we should start that, the Pair Theory Weather Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Tune in. We might be right.
Maybe.
Your odds are probably better with us.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just shoot you straight.
Oh,
man. Yeah, but you know what, man? It is in the 20s. In Texas, people are like, oh, it's 20s, man. You'll be all right. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, dude, listen. 20 degrees in Texas is colder than a mother-in-law's heart, bro. All right? It's bad. It's the wind chill. It's like 28 degrees, but wind chill of fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Is it's not so much the cold as it is the wind that we usually get with it. Yeah. That's the bad part.
Yesterday was brutal, man. That wind was, the last 2 days was just like, ugh. Johnny and I got to play a show tomorrow at Blue Bayou.
Oh, damn.
I know. And so luckily we play 7:30 to 9:30. But
we have heaters and stuff out there, though, don't
yeah,
they?
the patio will be plenty warm. It'll be plenty warm. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, too, because when that shit's going down, it's like you can see steam when it's really cold coming out from the patio. It looks like it's on fire, but yeah, it's just how hot it is out there. So, we did not have a winner for last week's trivia question come in. No, we didn't. So the questions are good, obviously. People are guessing. They're just not getting it on the head. So the question, last week's trivia question, was, what was the most expensive horror movies ever made? Top 3. Like, what was the most expensive budgets to make these horror movies? And coming in at number 3 was The Wolfman in 2010, was $150 million to make. Van Helsing at number 2 in 2004 at $170 million, and World War Z in at number 1 2013 was $269 million to make that movie.
Good God.
All right. Good Lord. It's a lot. So if you didn't get it, we got another trivia question coming up, man. You guys get a cash prize. All you got to do is chime in the comments, leave it in, PM us, whatever, on the Pair Theory page. And if you get it right, we'll send you a cash prize. We'll just ask for your Venmo or your Zelle or all that kind of stuff. Wherever you're watching from out there, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, you guys can comment on the deal. We can see your comments coming in. So if you have any questions, fire away at us. We're watching you. We're watching you.
We are watching you.
We are watching you. Yeah, we'll get into another trivia question here in a little bit. We're not gonna let it right out the gate. Did you have any kind of a New Year's resolution for this year?
No, not really. I was already kind of starting one before the New Year started, so just gonna continue on that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you lost 50 pounds. That's a good way to start it out. Jesus. I'm starting the carnivore diet tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah, on top of semaglutide. This ought to be great.
Yeah.
This ought to be real good. See what kind of cranky bitch I turn into now.
Yeah, no kidding. So you can't eat boba no more, or not boba, but pho.
Pho, I just can't have the noodles.
Well, what good is it about that?
Right? Yeah. So no more
With meat?
no more noodles, no more boba, no more none of that.
Mm.
It's basically animal product. Is what I can eat.
So I've heard a lot about the carnivore diet, but I don't know anything about it. So it's just like, is it like fish, chicken, pork
Fish,
chops,
yep,
steak?
yep, hamburger meat, no vegetables, fruits you can do.
Okay, fruits.
Yeah, you got to combat it with what's up, Brandon Howard?
What's going on, buddy?
You can combat it with vitamins. Take vitamin supplements.
Okay. I've been reading this guy named Dr. Alman. He's real big in the brain stuff, and he talks a lot about eating a lot of vegetables and stuff like that, or fruits, organic fruits to help your brain. So that would probably be like raspberries and like avocado. He calls God's butter. So can you have that?
God's butter? I don't think so. No, not on carnivore. Two
But
different diets. I mean, I'm sure they both work. It's
Yeah.
just what you want, really.
Right.
You know. I don't know. Glenda, she got on it this past week. She's already down 5 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's fast.
She's doing the carnivore diet too.
Yeah, she is. So,
what do you think the main thing's going to be to eat?
Well, it's just like, it's kind of like, celiac, right? Like in a sense, because like you don't get bread on burgers and whatnot. Same thing. Like when you order a burger, just don't get the bread. Don't get lettuce. Stay away from pickles. You can do cheese. Stay away from fried food. Stay away from any kind of breading, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my New Year's resolution, is to catch up to you. I got to lose 50 pounds. So it's
been a few years doing that. So
yeah, you did. You did.
I guess you can go to that one place you like over there. That's kind of like Texas Day Brazil. Just go. Get the meat sweats.
Chamagoucha. Good Lord. Yeah, dude, but not for $200.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just go to the store and get 5 patties. You know what I mean? It's not bad. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm still going to eat some vegetables, dude. I just can't not eat vegetables. Brandon Howard says bacon, and more bacon, which is...
And you have that HEB over there now by you, so you can go get like elk and all that stuff.
Don't fucking remind me of that, dude. Listen, I love HEB. Don't get me wrong, but Jesus Christ, man, it's worse than walking in the Best Buy with a credit card for me, man. Like I walk in there, I'm like, oh well, I guess I got this. Oh, I got this. Then before you know it, I got fucking $500 worth of groceries, and I can only afford about 150 of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe if groceries come down, they need to come down.
Yeah.
Way too expensive. How we were doing our expenses and our taxes and stuff. I was like, God damn, we're spending like fucking $2,600 a month in fucking groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. So, I got a question. So you had asked a question about a horror movie.
Yeah.
And you asked it last week. What was one horror movie that scared the shit out of you? Kind of deal.
Right. See, you can get elk and bison and all that at HEB.
Yeah. Yeah. Elk is good though.
Yeah. That's what I had out on tacos, was not elk, but I had venison, deer meat.
Yeah. Let's kick off with that, man. What for you, what was it? What was the movie when you were younger that you watched? And I think you have one, but you have a story that goes along with it too.
Yeah, I actually have two. So probably the one that the one of the first scary movies I ever seen was like, Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy.
Sure.
So, and then after that, when I was probably about 13 or 14, was a movie called The Unnameable from like 1988.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie, but I didn't watch a lot of scary movies growing up. So, but that one I was over at my grandma's. That's how I got away with watching that shit. She let me do whatever I wanted.
How old were you?
Like 13 or 14.
When you first saw it?
Yeah.
When you saw the enamel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a buddy of mine used to run around with him all the time. My best friend growing up, Cameron, he lived a few houses down from my grandmother. So, like where her house was at, and then there was a corner, and then his house was a couple houses down. We'd always walk each other to the corner and then take off. So, we had done that, and hold on a second. And then once we went over there, I walked him to the corner of the house, and I keep hearing like a feedback.
Like you're echoing?
Yeah.
It's probably me. Let me turn this down right here. Try that.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that
still a little?
Still there a little bit?
Yeah.
Don't know, my man.
All right. Anyway, so I go to the corner, and the house at the corner has all these huge trees that just line the side of the road instead of a fence. So I didn't know. I started walking back to my grandmother's house. Cameron started walking towards his house. Well, then he turns and doubles back behind this house because he knows them.
Craig, you paused. Craig paused. Craig is stuck in the Matrix right now. Craig. Oh, Craig. Oh, he'll pop back in here. I've got his movie queued up to take a look at. And so it's called The Unnameable. And it looks like it was 1988. Unnameable. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. Horror USA. It's on YouTube. Got the link pulled up here for it. So we'll catch the rest of the story when he gets back. But let's take a look at this and see what it's all about. Here we go.
But sometimes it can be horrifyingly real.
Where did you last see Wendy? What was it?
I don't know, but something's gonna kill us all.
Something is watching. Something is waiting. Waiting until they're alone.
God damn, is that Lou Diamond Phillips?
Waiting until they're terrified.
I think that was Lou Diamond Phillips.
Okay, I'm back.
They can try to run. They can try to hide. But there is no escape.
I think we're safe now.
From H.P. Lovecraft's
Oh, God. What a name.
The Unnameable.
Unnameable. H.P. Lovecraft's, dude. Look out. That's some serious shit right there.
Yeah.
There's nothing more cheesy about that than any like the Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for that time in '88. That's the same wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But so okay, continue your story. So your buddy was what now? There was a tree line. You were saying there was a tree line.
Yeah, there's a tree line along the road, so you can't see into the house on the corner's yard. And he doubles back, and then just hauls ass. And it's in the wintertime, so there's leaves everywhere. He's like 6'4". He's a big guy. He just comes running and hits the trees like right next to where I'm walking down the street. He said he came out of the trees. He goes, "I don't even think your feet touched the ground." He said I was running like a scalded ass cheetah. He said all he knew is he just saw feet. And then I was at my grandmother's house, and then he called me when he got home. He's like, what's going on, dude? I was like, nothing. And I told him, he was like, oh yeah, that was me. He was just laughing his ass off. I was like, all right, you dickhead.
That's good, man. That's
What's
good.
up, Robert?
Yeah. You got it, Robert. What's up, Craig?
So,
Oh, there's kiddo.
Hey,
Kylie. Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah, back in Oklahoma.
I'm gonna have to check that movie out. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Mine was Poltergeist, the OG
Yeah.
Poltergeist. And of course, watching it now, I think it's hilarious. But, you know, when I was a kid and I saw that, I about fell out. Let's see. Brandon Howard says, I grew up with Craig. We lived on the same street. I can remember telling him on his way home that he needed to be careful because Freddy Krueger or some other crazy creature was on the side of the house. We were pretty young, so it was easy to scare the crap out of him. Sorry about that, buddy.
So, do you remember my story about the Ouija board and the planchette flying off in the water?
Yeah. That's
He
him.
was the one that was with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Out of
Badass.
Possum King.
Nice.
I don't know if he remembers that, but yeah.
Well, badass.
And yours was which movie?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Yeah. It was.
And then you got to experience it in real life.
Well, yeah. I still think you know, this OG film, man, was just so corny as hell, you know, but back then, I mean, 1982.
And something more.
They're here. Sweetie, remember last night? Do you remember when you woke up and you said you were here? Uh-huh. Who did you meet? Who's here?
TV people.
Something's funny going on.
See, I'll never forget watching this when I was a kid. I was like,
Something,
I couldn't sleep for 2
We were
days.
wondering if maybe you had experienced any disturbances lately.
What kind of disturbances?
I don't know what hovers over this house. I've never sensed anything like it.
That thing is in there with my baby.
They're hundreds.
Now Steven Spielberg crosses a frightening new
Did it
threshold
freeze on you?
into a world within our own. Its form is revealed.
The part that really, man, nowadays, the thing that I laugh at the most, there was this part, and they don't have it in the preview, but there's this part in the film where the doctor and the two dudes, you know, they come in, they're paranormal scientists is what they call themselves, and they come in to investigate this thing, and they got like one camera. They got one gigantic ass like analog camera, and it's plugged, just one camera is plugged into all these TVs, and there's all this shit going on. And as they're going upstairs to go to the door, and the father looks haggard, like he hasn't slept in weeks, and he's been drinking, he's trying to figure it out, he doesn't know where his daughter is and all that shit. He gets up to the door, and the guy's like, he's like, yeah, we actually documented a toy rolling across the floor. And in stop motion film, it took 7 hours for it to get across the floor. Then he's like, oh, really? 7 hours? Really? Cool. You know, check this out. He opens up the door, like the bed's spinning, and this thing flies across the room, and there's shit going all over the place. And I thought to myself, like, man, if that was only true. Like, if you imagine if you and I came across something like that, I would be like, well, nothing to see here. Time to go. time to get the fuck
Craig,
out.
Get in with your camera. Craig, get in with your camera.
Yeah, Craig, take your camera. Get in there, buddy. You got this, right?
See, he said he remembered it. That was a crazy deal.
Yeah, he said I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's why I'll never touch one of those things.
Ouija boards are no joke, man. Those things are no joke. I mean, you can really screw yourself messing around with that, man. A lot of people don't believe in it. Some people think it's just a child's toy, and then they get out there jacking with it, and then all of a sudden they got all sorts of shit happening to them. It's not good.
Yeah.
So unnameable. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out for sure. It is time for our Paratheory video of the week. This one comes to us from, and I gotta get it queued up here. It comes to us from Nuke's Top 5. And if you don't know what Nuke's Top 5 is, you can check them out He does all sorts of like top 5 videos, top 25s, all that stuff. And let's see, is this it? Yep, that's it. So he's got some footage here, and it's of the White Lagan Bothy, but it is time for our pair video of the week. So, like I said, this one comes to us from Nuke's Top 5. Make sure you go to YouTube, check him out, man. He's got a lot of cool shit on there, and a lot of it he leaves it up to speculation, etc. But it's a really cool thing to check out. But this White Lagan Bothy, I believe it's in Scotland. He's going to give us a little bit of a rundown here. Let me turn the background music off here. Check this out.
White Lagan Bothy. If you hike an hour into the remote countryside of Scotland, you can find the old 18th century White Lagan Bothy, a mountain cabin that's free to use for travelers. The creepy old cabin has no electricity, no running water, and perhaps most disturbing of all, there are no locks on any of the doors. Over the years, hundreds of travelers have visited the White Lagan Bothy, and many of these visitors claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences while staying there. A few outdoor and travel YouTube channels have visited the White Lagan Bothy as well, and most have experienced at least something a little weird while staying there.
I'm really quite scared about staying here, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it really will be fine.
Again, let me stress that all of the following videos were
It's fine.
Travel and outdoor
It's going to be
channels.
just fine.
None of these people are ghost hunters, and in fact, every one of these YouTubers say they don't even believe in ghosts at all.
I don't particularly believe in ghosts, neither does mine.
But they also can't explain what they experienced at the White Lagan Bothy.
Today, I'm going to be staying in a bothy in Scotland for the first ever time.
First up, seasoned solo traveler Ruth Asling spent the night in the old Scottish cabin, and she found it a bit unnerving.
So, I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious, because I've stayed in a camper van so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote, and to get away, you have to hike over 1 hour, like, to get back.
Oh, you're 1 hour out in the middle of nothing.
Maybe that's why.
Scotland.
And also, there's no locks.
Yeah.
So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know.
And like this thing, all this thing is for travelers. That's it. That's all this is. It was left there, and it's like, it's kind of cool too, man, because it's like a cabin where, you know, people are traveling through, and they're hiking out there in the land and stuff, and so people leave like momentums behind for the next person that comes in, and you know, there's like a little book, you can see who stayed there, that kind of deal. It's really cool. There's stuff like that all over the world. This one just happens to be in Scotland. What I like about this is that these people that are going in, like, they're not paranormal investigators, they're not there for anything paranormal, they're just there to stay in this thing because it's legendary, right? And they're hiking out, and these are all hikers and campers, etc. And so they're coming out, but then they experience something that they can't wrap their head around. It gets pretty good.
Oh God! I'm
That
hearing
is how
some
people
strange
end up with
noises.
headphones.
I don't know if it's maybe a
What's that?
Bobby said that's how people end up with a headstone.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, it is, man. We've
bet
talked about the... Do what?
None of them probably have weapons with them.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, and this, if you guys go back and watch especially the one we did with Doug from Fear Fanatics, watch that podcast, and we talk about that exact thing and some of the do's and don'ts of these Urban X explorers. So,
mouse, or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains, because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window. I don't know, I feel really scared. I don't know why. I just feel really nervous.
Ruth stays the full night at the cabin, but she doesn't exactly get a restful sleep.
Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises, and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them into
all fun and games until Highlander shows up.
Right.
God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Throughout the night, while completely alone, Ruth keeps hearing bizarre noises that creep her out. And oddly, she decides to just ignore the strange sounds and put in earplugs, which kinda seems like a bad idea when you're staying all alone in a cabin in the middle of nowhere and there are no locks on the doors. But to each their own.
Bye-bye, Buffy.
Next up, a camper that goes by the name Happy Hippie, who says that he does not believe in ghosts or the paranormal, has a similar creepy experience.
Dude, this haggard son of a bitch.
My bed for the night.
This
And I
guy.
get the fire on when it gets darker.
He's just all happy. Just, oh, I got my fire going. All good.
Enjoy this beautiful fire and get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Maybe this is the guest list. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just people with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But
Look, here's the deal,
I don't think it
dude.
would be.
Who's fucking with you an hour out into the middle of nothing? Like, you got to be a dedicated motherfucker to get out there and be fucking with some random guy in a bothy in the middle of Ireland, or Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. Just
The place is so small, like, you don't know that somebody's fucking there or not.
yeah.
Yeah, I know when my garage door opens up. That's fucking way over there.
That family, it was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird shit.
Yeah, time to go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just wanted a nice little bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do like this. This is gonna be a fun night. And they're walking around in the other room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I should put my
Let's
music
book a
on
flight,
and
Craig.
forget about
Let's
it.
do this.
All right.
I'm in.
I'm bringing flashlights though, because they obviously don't have any.
Yeah.
The Happy Hippie spends the night.
PSA to you Urban X Explorers going out. Invest in a flashlight. Good God have mercy, man.
Experience last night. I couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do. This is not what I'm about. I'm just a...
I don't believe that there's another dimension that I really don't know about. And I call them ghosts. You call them ghosts. I don't know that they actually exist. But, you know, E.T. and I, we talk on the regular out here in the middle of Scotland.
Happy hippie,
Yeah, no
hiking,
shit.
living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so...
So now this next video is by far the creepiest footage ever recorded
Does it
in
get
the
cold
White
up there?
Lagan Bothy.
In Scotland?
Called White
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
It was shot by Ben and Martin from the YouTube channels Adventure Outdoors and What's Not to Hike.
So we're in the bothy. There's nobody else here.
The two men traveled to the White Lagan Bothy together.
All right. First of all, these two dudes, they seem like, you know, this is like the man's man kind of deal. Like, we're going to go out and chop some wood. If I got to fight a bear, I'll fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like one of those dudes. Nope. No weapons on them.
I was just trying to picture like someone videoing me and you walking up, what that would look like.
Father and son moment. Straight father and son moment.
Experience something that is truly terrifying.
Found the Bothy book. You can put my glasses on now, just blind as a bat. So this is popular, quite a popular Bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done. Absolutely spotless.
I heard that. Maybe they didn't leave.
Yeah, that. The one dude's like, "Fuck it, where are you going, dude? You're an hour out in the middle of nothing. You're already. Don't go outside, fucker."
Shut all on its own.
That was totally weird. The door just started to move on its own, and then it just pretty much slammed shut. I mean, Marty's out there.
I don't really want to come back in.
He's in bits. That was just the weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Now, the two friends are both skeptics, but they are still a little unnerved by what just happened.
But that was terrifying. And I don't even swear. I'm swearing, but I don't. But that was genuinely terrifying. I shot myself. When it slammed, I just wanted out of here. It's something really... As I say, it doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like you're in the presence or anything. As I say, we don't really believe that stuff. There might be, stuff we can't explain, whatever, but we just don't believe in the whole ghosty spooks in the night kind of thing. Just don't.
That right there goes with what we were talking about the other day. It's like, it can happen right in front of you. You can have shit go down that you cannot explain. You're like, I don't know. Fucking.
That's not real.
Just not real. I guess it was just a 2-inch man running around slamming doors. He's invisible and you can't see him. That shit doesn't hold any water, man.
No.
Let's keep watching.
Terrifying.
Makes sense.
And I'm going to keep that door. I'm keeping it closed.
Little do they know that things are about to get even weirder.
Well, folks, it's probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the spooky door closing over there, and we're trying to rationalize it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, neither does Martin. So we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so
yeah. But I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation, even though.
How about now, motherfucker? How about now?
No, I'm not looking at it.
The fucking chair's moving.
It's moving, right? I'm honest, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
it's got me right. I'm not.
It's black in here as well, I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there, and it just started to move, which is...
No way, I'm not even...
Well, if you don't believe in the paranormal, then what the fuck are you scared of, dude?
Yeah.
That's the part that blows my mind. I don't believe in ghosts. Except for right now. Get the fuck out of here. Look at that shit.
Well, I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think.
Yeah, that'll do it. I'm just gonna get fucking ripped.
No, that's poltergeist shit. All that's poltergeist stuff. That's not ghostly.
What?
That's like evil spirit stuff.
That's evil.
In the corner of the room inexplicably starts to slide across the floor.
PSA there. Both the same thing.
These two diehard skeptics suddenly begin to wonder if they might be dealing with some sort of paranormal entity. But now a little nervous, they finish out their night stay in the other room and head out the next day. Now, I want to point out again that the White Lagoon Bothy has never been investigated by any ghost hunting team or ghost hunting YouTube channel. All of the footage shown here today was captured by outdoor explorers and campers that have never posted any video related to the paranormal before these clips. So is the White Lagoon Bothy haunted? And would you dare to spend the night there?
You're fucking ain't right, I would. Yeah, say when. Say when.
Man, with all the equipment, they'd have fun with us. They'd be like, oh, shit, you got all kinds of toys to talk.
Right. I don't have to move a fucking chair. I can just talk to you through this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Ghost. Come on in. I'm in.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll go.
Yeah. Got a Venmo if you guys want to like pay homage to the trip kind of deal. at Deadwood Fan on Venmo. You can throw us about 20 grand so we can get over there. Be great.
Yeah. We got all the equipment. We just need flights.
Yeah. Just need flights. You know, $3 grand, that'll get us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's some shit. He's got there was some other stuff down this page too that kind of blew my mind.
I watched the one of I think it was the TikTok top 25, and some of the shit that he had on there with the dolls that people go get. I'm like, what the have y'all never seen scary movies? You don't go get an antique doll from somebody that's getting rid of it.
Yeah. Listen, stop fucking with the dolls because they're gonna fuck with you. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Did you see that one, like where the monkey got up?
Yes. Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff on his page, man. Bizarre Bub, not Bizarre Bub, Nukes. He's got a bunch of stuff on here. I was trying to find the one, and I can't find it. It's the lady. So there's this lady, and she has, like, in her backyard, she's got this shed in the backyard, and it's got a door on it, and it's got a code on the door. It's got like a code pad that you use to punch to get in. And the dog it looks like a pit bull, and he won't get near it. He just growls at it the whole time. He won't go to, he like kind of real standoffish, kind of see his mohawk standing up kind of deal.
Yeah.
And so for, however long, and then like one day she's out there in the backyard and the door on this thing like poof, swings open, and the dog just like going nuts. And the dog gets up close to it and like gets over by where the door is opened up against the wall, and it's looking up and over the door. Like it's looking like you can see how the dog's looking at it. And for me, like that's a little bit more believable. Oh, here, wait a minute. I think I might have found it. Let me see if this is it. If I get down here to the no. This is the one about the horse and damn, I'll have to find it, pull it up. We'll do it as another video of the week.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good, man. It's like when animals do shit like that, like, man, fucking listen. Your dogs are more intuitive than you are. 100%. Exactly. All right, man. Well, it is time to lay it on them. It is time for the paratrivia of the week.
It is now time for paratrivia of the week.
So, it is the question today. If everybody's paying attention, because this is our 13th episode. Who was the murderer in the first Friday the 13th movie?
Freddy.
No. Not even the same fucking movie.
I know.
Not even the same fucking movie.
Later on.
Not even close. Not even the same. No. Friday the 13th had nothing to do with Freddy.
Didn't they do Jason versus Freddy?
Yeah.
That's what I said, later on.
Yeah.
Two worlds collided.
Yeah. Fucking crossover. So that is the question. Who was the murderer in Friday the 13th? So put it in the comments. Let us know. Share this podcast with the world, kind of deal. If the people that are watching out there, if you guys have footage, something you want us to check out, you can send that to paratheoryfan@gmail.com. I'm going to put it up here in the banner for you. Let's see. Is it already? Yeah, it's already running. It's running down there at the bottom. So send your videos to paratheoryfan@gmail.com. And don't forget to like, sub, smash the ring bell, all that stuff, so we can gain new fans, keep the show going. We usually have guests come on here and join us. We haven't done it on this new platform yet, but we're going to be trying here pretty soon. Now, on to season 2, Craig and I got to sit down and finally talk about a plan for season 2 of Pair Theory. I'm fucking excited. We're waiting to hear back from, and you know what, dude? I'll check my email right now. I'll check my email, see if I got it. Because I got busy with all that other shit today. Let's just see if it's in there. Let's see. Nothing yet. Waiting to hear back from, wait a minute. No, not yet. So we're gonna try and go down, and we're gonna do the Yorktown Memorial Hospital in Yorktown, Texas. Very excited about that. We're gonna take a couple people with us and go down there. I think Tristan and Gary are gonna come join us. Just two. Yeah? Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna have to handcuff old Tristan to the cage down in the basement. Put some noise canceling headphones on him with a bandana across the eyes. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stick old Stoner Gary in the cathedral room. Or this dark.
Did you do that one before?
I have, man. I've been there before. I was there with another group that remains nameless. It didn't. I had more experiences just walking off by myself, and they were all like, "We don't go out by ourselves," and blah blah blah. I'm like, "Well, because you're a pussy. That's why." Let's be real here. I'm totally fine with walking through this 30,000 square foot building by myself.
You know what's funny about that you say that? Because when I went out with you guys and some shit went down, every one of them fucking left me by myself in a place. With no light. I'm like, where the fuck did everyone go?
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were here for. They just took off.
Yeah. That was their MO. Shit starts to go down, they're out. And I'm like, well, what are we doing? That's what we're here for. What are you doing? So I want to go back, and we're going to take a new approach to a lot of these investigations. We're going to walk in blind. We're not going to do a walkthrough. We're not going to do a sweep on the place. We're going to get the keys. We're going to go in, and we're going to hit it. So we've talked and mapped out quite a bit of places that we're going to do, and all the emails have been sent out. All the contacts have been sent out. We're trying to get written permission and all that stuff. Another one of those is probably going to be the Crazy Water Hotel in Mineral Wells, and if all goes well, the Baker Hotel in Mineral Wells. I might have just said that out loud when I shouldn't have, but I did. So we shall see. But another cool thing is that we're actually going to take the podcast on the road with us. So when we go do these investigations, we're actually going to do an investigation one night, and then in the same spot, we're going to do the podcast the next night. And we're going to do the podcast from the place that we're at. Now, it's probably going to be pre-recorded because all these places don't exactly have fiber running to them. So we're not going to be able to go live. But we will be going live on our phones and this and that, a couple times through the night. And go over on TikTok. We're trying to get our TikTok up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys can go over to our TikTok, look up Pair Theory, follow us on there. I mean, I guess TikTok's going away January 19th, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
So when we do the podcast, are we gonna have some stuff set up, like maybe the music box, pod, so
totally
it goes down, you can hear it?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
You hear the music box go off in the dark. That's a chilling thing.
I think it's going to be cool because, like how we do this podcast, how we got our backdrops and everything's lit up, but in that podcast, it's going to be in the dark.
Yeah.
We'll be sitting around that table. If we get to do the Yorktown, we're going to do it from inside the nuns' quarters. There's this big one central located nuns' quarters. It's completely furnished with couches and chairs and a desk and the whole nine. So we'll take our mics with us and clip them onto the tables, and we'll just sit around the table and talk and run the cameras on, IR and we'll set up triggers all around us and see if anything happens. Because a lot of, like, when you and I investigate, a lot of the stuff that we have go down happens when you and I are just bullshitting and talking.
Yeah.
So,
like, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah, like, it wants you to, like, you're not paying attention to me anymore, you know. So I think there's a lot of weight, and I think we should run it to where we have other cameras set up, that's going to be shown during the podcast. That's, we can edit that into it. So you're going to get an investigation part and you're going to get a podcast out of it. So we're going to keep that going. But yeah, we got some really cool places in mind, and stay tuned, folks, because a lot of cool things are coming up right around the corner. If you haven't checked out a lot of what Paratheory does, you can do that on YouTube. Go back and watch our episodes, season 1. And dude, I just found out something in Mineral Wells the other day. So the Crazy Gate Saloon is gone. There's no more. Yeah, it closed down.
Now?
I think it's called the Locker Room.
So another sports bar?
Yeah. No, it's not the same owner though.
Oh, really?
He's out. Yeah.
Huh.
So
did you talk to anyone from there?
No, I talked to Michael when we were over there at the Crazy Water doing the radio show, and he was telling me that no, man, he ended up closing his doors, opened up a new, this new guy moved in. It just seems like that building, we know what kind of energy's in there. It's definitely a negative presence that's in there. So it just makes me wonder if, like, that has something to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, over time, that negative energy just
wears you down
kind of deal. Yeah.
I'd be interested to talk to the new owners and see if they've had anything happen since they've taken it over, if they even know the history.
Maybe when we go do the Crazy Water Hotel, we can do that as well. Just walk over there for lunch. I'm getting us 2 nights at Crazy Water.
Okay.
So we'll do the podcast from there as well. And in there we can, because they have internet, we can bring it up, all that stuff. So I just got to make sure that my laptop can download EVMux or Google Chrome. I think it can. It's kind of out of date. It's been a while. Yeah.
What about your iPad?
My iPad should. Yeah. And I could hook up my Scarlett to the iPad and just run our mics through that kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be cool, man. I'm really excited about that stuff coming up, because I think we're gonna embark on some new ventures. There is an Airbnb that's down in Yorktown that I thought would be kind of cool to stay at, and it has some claims, but kind of a gruesome history. And so I was like, well, I kind of want to do that too while we're down there.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in Texas that people don't know about. I think one thing that would be really fucking cool, I could get a hold of the sheriff's department down there and make sure that we can do it. We're not getting in trouble for, like, trespassing or something. But as you're going down to San Angelo, I think it's after you come out of Bollinger, or just before you get to Bollinger, there's a fucking ghost town right on the side of the road, and it's just a complete town, ghost town.
Called the Rain Ghost Town?
No, it's just a ghost town down that way, and it is creepy as all get out, man. There's a lot of ghost towns throughout Texas that all it is because the railroad shifted, right? So when the railroad shifted, the town went belly up. So, playing in a band and touring around Texas my whole life, we go through a lot of these little towns. It's really sad too, man, because it's like, man, I bet this was a thriving town at one point, but when the railroad shifted and the cattle went away and the cattle trade and feed and all that stuff, man, everything kind of went belly up.
Yeah, that does suck.
It does. Say that again. You broke up a little bit.
I said somebody else was telling me about a ghost town out that way, somewhere in Texas. It's supposed to be pretty cool, but I can't remember where it was at. But that sounds familiar.
I don't know. I could see if I could find it here on YouTube. Central Texas ghost town. Seven Forgotten Towns of Texas. Yeah, there's a bunch of old creepy stuff, man, that's out there, but it's all just ruins. Like the ones that are out in like West Texas, out in the desert and stuff, they're all just ruins. Hyco has a bunch of history to it, a bunch of ghost town stuff going on it, but Hyco's still thriving. Like it's still built up.
Yeah, it's J. Lorraine Ghost Town.
J. Lorraine Ghost Town.
Yeah.
Disappearing towns from Northwest Texas, towns in the making. Oh yeah, then there's the old desert town abandoned high school. It was out in West Texas, in the desert towns. There's a lot of them out in the desert towns, man. They're cool. It's just, you know, they're just so fucking run down. Like there's no, you know, I mean, God. And of course, you know, we know Craig, I lost you. There's one that's up in Decatur that, man, I want to go to so fucking bad. And it's I'm gonna pull it up on Google here. A lot of people don't even know about this place, but it's
I think Justin had some internet problem now.
There you are, man. I can hear you just kind of cutting in and out.
That's not good.
There you are. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Craig? So anyway, up in Decatur, there's it's not Decatur. I'm here, man. I just lost you.
You went away.
You went away.
You went away.
What was the house we looked at up in Decatur? What was the name of it? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was El Castillo.
Wagner
Mansion. Yeah.
Oh, El Castillo.
Yeah, Wagner Mansion. If you guys haven't checked out Wagner Mansion, yeah, this place, holy fuck, man. Like, this is...
Did you see the one I sent you in Sherman?
No.
I just texted to you. It's in Sherman, Texas, some kind of mansion.
I'm trying to pull this fucking blow this up. Damn it. It's not gonna let me do it. Some of these pictures, like, they don't want you to blow it up for some reason. I don't know why. This thing's right out of a fucking nightmare. This Wagner Mansion. Like, it's located... The Wagner Mansion, a.k.a. El Castillo, is a historic mansion in Decatur, Texas. The 16-room mansion was built in 1883 by the Wagner family. It was purchased in 1942 by Mr. and Mrs. Phil Luker, which the Luker family is who I ended up talking to and told me to get fucked on the phone, basically. The mansion is located at 1003 East Main in Decatur, a town in Wise County, Texas. It spans 13.5 acres of land. 13, and that's nothing compared to what it was. I mean, It originally covered all the way up to the fucking Red River. It is straight out of a fucking straight out of a fucking horror film. Like 100%. This thing is... Here, I'm going to pull it up on the screen. I'm trying to make it big. But
it does kind of look like the Munsters house, doesn't it?
It does. It totally does.
Michael White commented that. It does when we drove up to it.
Yeah, look at this thing. This thing, like, straight up looks like something out from the Munsters.
Yeah.
Dan Wagner and his young son, WT, settled on Catlick Creek near present-day Decatur. As the frontier advanced westward, Wagner expanded his herd and bought more land and clay. Yeah, the whole story's there. But what's not there is the story about what happened in this house. And they keep it so secret. Like, they will not let you talk about what went down in this place. And it is absolutely fucking I mean, like, here's the living room to it.
Damn.
I know. Like, it's still in great condition. You know, I mean, this is more kind of what it looks like now. You know.
Yeah.
But 16 rooms. Here's kind of a bigger picture of it. 16 fucking rooms in this place. You can see it from the highway. Like, it's pretty enormous. Like, here's another room to it.
Yeah, you can see pictures of it, but once you go to it in person and see how big it is, it's something totally different.
100%. So the story that goes with this place is that the wife started seeing shadows coming out of the fireplace in their master bedroom, and the husband would work late hours. He was gone, and they had children, and she was kind of going nuts with it. And then, like, the story, and this is what I was told by a sheriff's department in Decatur, right? That he was working late. She kept seeing these shadows coming out of the fireplace, and they were talking to her. She kept hearing voices in her head and shit. And then one night when he was home and she was serving dinner at the table, she, like, served everybody dinner. They ate dinner together, and then she went to go get the dessert. And then she had made, like, a pie, and she was putting it down on the table. She had a pie cutter, and she was cutting into it. And then right there on the damn thing, she stuck it in her neck and slit her throat and bled out on the table. And the husband at that point, like, gathered up the kids and got out of there and split. Yeah, Michael. Yeah. No. So there was a family that did purchase it, but they didn't live there, as far as we know. But they don't want to. They don't want to. The town. So Craig and I went up there. We went and talked to the neighbor. We went to City Hall. We went to the library. We went to the historian. Like, even when we went into City Hall, like, remember the lady? Of course, I was taking the candies out of her deal. Like, I was like, they didn't want to talk to us about it. They were like, yeah, we're here to get some information up on the house, up on the hill, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, no, we can't talk about that. You know, go down here, blah, 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 blah. So we go to the next person, and then they'd say the same thing. Like, nobody wants to talk about this big kept secret. And then some, like, the librarians were like, man, if you find out anything, please let us know, because we'd love to know. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're the historian and librarian of Decatur, and you don't fucking know what's going on 2 blocks that way? Like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know,
they know, they just don't say anything.
Correct. Like, they've been paid to shut up. 100%. 100%. And, like, dude, when I finally, like, I took the back door. I found out where the taxes were getting paid on it, who was still paying the taxes, and was able to track that person down through public knowledge and then get their phone number. And then I called them directly. And I just said, look, we're trying to do a story on this old house, man. We'd love to do it. We'd love to pay you. And he was like, don't you ever fucking call me again. Like, he screamed at me on the phone, told me to get fucked and all sorts of shit, then ended up hanging up on me.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, dude. He's sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a fucking gold mine, though. Like, a gold mine.
All he's got to do is 1% in and prove something, and then he could just start charging to do it.
According to the old caretaker, that was the thing. It was so violently haunted that they didn't want anybody going in this thing. And because, like, later on, it turned into a like a museum for a little bit. and they did some like yard sales and shit out in front of it because it had a lot of land spread, and it was a wedding venue for like backdrops and stuff like that, but you couldn't use anything inside the house. And even when it was a museum, they only let you come in so far in the foyer. You could only come in so far, kind of look through this doorway and that was it. But you couldn't go exploring the house and whatnot. And so I'm like, oh yeah, no, Michael, at largest, yeah, it was more than 1 million acres. It was all the way up past the Red River line, like all the way into Oklahoma. It was enormous. Like,
That's
I mean, we're
insane.
talking about Wagner. Like this is his mansion, and then they have the one in Fort Worth, which is downtown, you know, that belonged to his wife, which is now like a women's something or another. All of those things related. And of course, when we were doing our investigation at the Waples plantation, you know, that name started coming up in the spirit box session. The Wagner name came up, and then we were able to find a picture, and then there they were, like Colonel Waples and Wagner, everybody together, and J.D. Vance, and I was like, holy shit, yeah. That was his name. It was not the guy from now, but I'm saying there was a J.D. Vance that was in that picture.
Was that his driver?
That was his driver. Yeah,
his driver was Vance.
Vance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all big hitters though, and kind of helped get Fort Worth and all that going.
Yeah, Michael, it does. It covers 6 counties. Like, that's huge. That's huge. Yeah. That is huge. And you're just going to tell me they're just going to sit there and let this house just be nothing? What did you say here? Family by marriage also included some from the 6666 ranch. Oh, the 46's ranch. Oh, wow. That's cool. Michael's the one that's helping us out with Crazy Water and possibly the Baker. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Those are the gentlemen that I did the radio show for the other night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, before the temperatures dropped down to god-awful, gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
Cold. You got plenty of firewood?
Yep.
Is your fireplace gas or wood burning?
Wood burning.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
I walk in these houses now, man, and I see that fucking fake ass fireplace with the switch on the wall, just flickering, and the fire starts. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna keep you real not warm
when the electricity goes out.
Yeah. What happens when the electricity goes out? Then what are you gonna do? Up shit creek. I saw that, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's reading about this online. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And that Wagner Mansion, El Castillo, it's absolutely crazy. When you go up there and you like pull up to it, it really hits you. You're like, wow, holy Jesus, look at this place. And there's a few of those. There's a few of those all over Texas. Like there's one down in Galveston. There's one down in Houston. There's one in San Antonio.
See, if we go in there, I ain't got nothing to worry about because they don't mess with me. They can be violent. I'll just carry you out.
Maybe they will this time, Craig. Now that your door's more open.
Maybe.
Yeah. Send Craig down through there. Go get him, Craig. What is that, Ghostbusters? Get him! Get her! Oh, shit. Well, I got nothing left.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
You're going to go watch Nameable?
Today's Tuesday, right? I'm going to go
no.
watch Curse of Oak Island. That's my show tonight.
Okay.
See them not find this gold they've been searching for 15 years.
I started watching that.
seasons.
I was on I think I've watched one season or part of a season so far. I didn't really know anything about it till you told me, so we just kind of started watching it and then got sidetracked with other stuff. We need to go back to it.
Pretty interesting.
Who's the other guy that you talked about that does a lot of really cool shows?
Bizarre Bub?
No, it's a Josh Gates.
Oh, Josh Gates, yeah.
Does he do some stuff similar to that?
Similar to what?
Like Oak Island stuff.
Well, Josh Gates like is basically a archaeologist that.
Okay.
Yeah, like. He goes out and tests the theory on pretty much everything, from paranormal to Bigfoot to UFOs to scientific agricultural anomalies to all sorts of shit.
I ghost hunt with Bigfoot, so I already know where he's at.
You shut that fucking mouth right now. All right, I found one from Bizarre Bub that I wanted to show you because this is fucking terrifying. So there's this guy that goes inside this old house, and he gets locked. I want to see if I can find it here. I think this is the one. Yeah, because he gets locked in the. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Oh, this is fucked up. This is fucked in so many ways. This is fucked up. All right. Pull this up. Get over here. All right, so this is over on Bizarre Bub channel. Make sure you go over to Bizarre Bub and like their stuff, man. He's got a lot of cool shit that he runs on there. But he captures some pretty freaky shit, and this one caught my eye.
Was living with him. This giant building with lots of rooms and cryptic artifacts belonged to one single man who lived all alone. But strangest of all are the events that took place after his passing. Nearby residents have seen shadowy figures standing near the windows of the second floor and the sound of children laughing during the nighttime. Knowing this, the man treads carefully as he expects someone or something to appear. He walks around when only moments later this happens.
Sounds like somebody taking a piss.
I was gonna say, is that water running?
Yeah, it sounds like it must be raining outside or something. All right.
I was just wondering if he was trying to like bust in and scare them real quick.
So this dude obviously left shit behind. Oh, I left this here for imaginary people play with at night. Oh, shit.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Exactly right, Craig. Well, what does he do? Just touch it. It's a terrible idea. Why did you do that?
That went far.
Yeah, that kind of
knocked the shit out of that.
Looks like a dojo.
That's what I was fixing to say. Looks like some shit out of a Steven Seagal movie.
Out of nowhere, a small golden statue seemingly falls over.
It's my Steven Seagal moves.
For a moment, as he tries to understand how this happened,
slow.
He looks around the space for anything that could possibly explain this, but finds nothing. Somehow, the statue fell on its own. Although pretty creepy, it's what happens next that leaves them shaken up. He continues to explore the house by heading upstairs. He sets up a second camera to record the entire floor from a different point of view when this is captured.
All right, man. Listen. This is fucked. Don't touch it. When shit falls, don't touch it. Because, like, if something's attached to it, you don't want it to get attached to you. So leave it alone.
Or just be like Justin and take souvenirs.
Or do that. I'm the weird one.
In just a couple of frames, a small silhouette can be seen standing against the wall.
See
it wasn't
that? Is that not
later
him?
that the man had
No.
noticed this. But had he seen
That's
this
not
during
his
his tour
shadow.
of the stairs, viewers no doubt believe he would have hightailed out of there. Whatever this might have been definitely spooked him after watching the footage.
Well, fuck
But it's what happens next that forces him to leave at once. The man explores the second floor when he finds a couple of rooms that are mysteriously locked. Something about this does not seem right. This is what he caught.
This is fucked. Locked. Right? He's pulling on this bitch. It's locked. Locked. No entry here, boy. Door number 3. Nope. Not today, Lucy. So he's got a static cam rolling. And then that first door just opens up on its own. And so, good on him. I mean, this is the investigator in me going, yeah, go in there. Fuck it. What do you got to lose? But, know your surroundings. So it must be pouring rain.
Yeah. That would intensify it.
Yeah, I'd be looking in there too, like somebody fucking with me. Sharing a room, kind of fucked up.
There's the other door.
Yeah. Fuck. Right? Shit. You can genuinely tell this dude is freaking out.
We were about to drop kick that shit like WWE.
Oh, bro. Man, I would be fucking just
like
kicking the shit out of it. Michael says, time to change my drawers now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck this. Get that camera. Get this camera. Get the. Oh, what the fuck was that? I didn't see that before.
What was it?
Did you see that? Hold on. I wonder if they replay it. Camera malfunction. Yeah.
As if seeing the door open on its own wasn't creepy enough, this happens. The door immediately closes as soon as the man walks in, as though someone had slammed it shut. The man quickly rushes over to the door, but realizes that it's locked. But then somehow, the door suddenly becomes unlocked, at which point he bolts out of there. He runs out as quickly as possible, but fails to record the rest, as the camera had stopped recording. However, it's right before then that something downright chilling was captured. As the camera pans over to the room that he just came out of, a dark figure can be seen inside. It seemingly stands there as though observing the man run away. Knowing that whatever this was most likely with him inside the room has left him extremely unsettled.
Yeah.
Not much else is known about what happened later, but it seems pretty clear that this man won't be coming back anytime soon.
No shit.
So then, just what exactly had occurred that night? Until more footage is posted, this mysterious incident
I don't know.
unsolved.
China, I guess.
For more info on this story, you can check out the YouTube channel Fourth Wall, where the full video can be found.
Fourth Wall. Here's old number 3.
On October 25th of 2022.
I've seen this one. This is where the dude sees the dead. Yeah. This is at a hospital. I'm trying to find, this one right here. This is fucked.
After noticing something peculiar inside her daughter's bedroom. Her daughter, named Evelyn, is Joanna's first child who was fortunately born without birth defects. Before Evelyn, she was pregnant twice, but tragically, she had lost both pregnancies from having 2 miscarriages. Ever since experiencing this traumatic event, Joanna has been very caring towards Evelyn. She would constantly look over at the baby monitor to see what she was up to, but one day, she had looked over and saw the strangest thing. While checking on Evelyn, she sees this.
Okay, that's not possible. What the is that? What is that? What is it? Look at the way, look. It's lingering. Is it the light outside? Like, there's no pinhole empty. Like, the curtains, I pulled the curtains closed. And it's not leaving. It's getting near her. Oh my god. Did she just touch it? Where did it go?
A small ball of light can be seen floating around Evelyn's crib. It seems to follow wherever she goes and doesn't seem to go anywhere else beyond the crib. Even stranger is that Evelyn appears to see the ball of light and even chase it. It's as though whatever this is interacting with Joanna's daughter.
Flashlight. I don't know. It could be a laser pointer. It could be hoaxed. 100%.
Joanna's unborn children.
We don't know what's out of frame there.
Others think this might have been a guardian angel.
There is another one down here. Let's go for his number one. This is.
Did you see Michael asked you if you think Oak Island's legit or just a TV script?
I think it's 100% legit. 100% legit. I mean, I'm sure that they got scripted stuff on there for some things. Like when they're not finding shit, obviously they fucking pan to Gary like, let's go metal detecting. Like it seems to be the thing. But
yeah,
yeah, I agree, Michael. That last video was sketchy.
It's unknown.
Let's see this.
It wasn't until much later that the police arrived and found their bodies. Ever since then, the forest has been said to be haunted by the spirit of the couple. Although some believe this, the following footage has left many wondering if something haunts this place. The two friends are walking alone inside this forest when this is captured.
What if I screamed to scare the demons? They would mimic your scream. Oh. That never scared me anyway. Maybe it's just a bunch of kids trying to summon demons. That in the forest we're in?
That's what kids do all the time, summon demons.
Is that what they do?
I guess.
Heard it here first.
Yeah, that's what they think.
Upon listening closely, the sound of faint screams can be heard coming from the forest. The two.
Here's my thing about the forest, and I've said this before, right? You've heard me say this, Craig.
Yeah.
When you're outdoor, like you don't know what's paranormal, what's not. You're in the elements.
Sound travels.
So this person may not be going out to do paranormal shit, but she doesn't know that somebody's just not fucking with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Girls initially shrug it off as they think it might be some kids playing around in the woods.
Sure.
But as they continue to listen, they begin to realize that the screams are getting louder and more frequent.
The more you listen, the less scary it sounds. The more I listen, the more scary it sounds. My stomach really goes now. Oh, you gotta yeah.
My thing is this, like, if you're hearing screaming like that and somebody's screaming for help and then you just get spooked and run,
yeah,
like, I'd be going in those woods trying to figure out who the fuck's hurt. Like,
yeah.
That's obviously somebody hurt. What the hell is this? Oh, man. People. Sons of bitches. Listen, just, don't fuck around. Go save a life. Get out there.
Exactly.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed the show today. My name is Justin Ross. This is Craig Youngblood. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the page on YouTube. Please, if you would, folks, share this with your friends. We always have a good time on here. We do this every week. Normally, we're on at Mondays at 7 o'clock, but we might switch to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might. New year, new times. Switch
Maybe.
it up to Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. I'm down. Works for me. Yeah. Michael's like, yeah, but don't use a cell phone to call help. Damn kids.
Yeah.
Right. Like, you got a cell phone. Instead of filming, get off of it. Dial 911. There's somebody screaming out here in the woods. They need help. I can't find them. Right? Jesus Christ.
Most of the time, if I'm going walking in the woods and I'm down here in Texas, I'm going to have a gun on me because, wild hogs and shit might get you.
Yeah. I mean, you never know when bikers are just going to come flying out of the woods,
Not those hogs.
Too soon.
Yeah.
You never know when they're gonna go skinny dipping and you're gonna walk upon them. You know what I mean? It's weird. Them wild hogs. Jeez. Well, if you guys have enjoyed the show, please let us know in the comments below. Like I said, if you got any footage you want us to check out, send it to paratheoryfan@gmail.com. And we will be back next week, 7 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. We'll keep it going on Tuesdays for you. It seems to be a good algorithm for us. Thank you guys for chiming in. Mike, good to see you again on here, sir. Thank you for chiming in. Everybody that chimed in on the show that you're still watching, thank you guys so much. And we will see y'all on the flip later.